A motion profile is a cheat sheet that helps you memorize what you animate. Observation fuels imagination, so the more motion movements we observe, the more creative people we become. Inside of my visual library, I have several examples of motion profiles. They should look something like this. Now, the objective with these motion profiles is to be able to animate things like this from memory without any reference needed. We want to animate these from imagination because it's faster and it's more fun. What can help us make these motion profile drawings easy to memorize? Let's explore one concept, our tool, exaggeration. So it all starts with a video reference. So the first thing I usually mark down is the path of motion that the character is following. So this one's a little bit complicated. So it looks like it's the path of the head is like a loop-de-loop. Now we're going to go right into my core drawings. Now these are going to be the poses that are going to be our keys, so that tell the story. Our story drawings, our extremes, which are like our points of squash and stretch, and then also our breakdowns, transitions from point A to point B. So let's see where the animation really starts, and I'll just start with that as my key. My basic protocol for poses is my line of action, then I get my extremes, so the pelvis and the torso, give me that nice bean shape, those major masses in there. So that's sort of the start, and I can make that smaller so it can fit. Now I'm going to look for the points of squash and stretch, those points of compression that provide the spring force to stretch up into a jump. Since this is a double jump, I'm expecting at least 4 points of squash and stretch. Let's add those in.
Teach you how boom bap started, a couple cool cats chillaxing garages. I ain't no artist, but I can get you jumping on the floor of the apartment. And that's the ceiling of the lower level rooms. The people underneath us probably hope we're leaving soon, but we're here for the music one. That's why we only come to in the morning, clear down to the afternoon. Don't be throwing me a disc in the middle of the day. I don't even let kick drum until it gets late. It goes crazy, my head bobs sideways like I don't know anything. Yeah, flow so crispy, the crunch of the snare on the chill track triggered the drop, the boom bap. Simple as that. Watch me go on this controller by to fill in the gaps.
This is not a sponsor, but this company called Ergonomic has been helping me find equipment to improve the quality of my work. I've been suffering a lot of upper back issues related to my artwork. Their store sells monitor arms like the E5 from Hat Design Works. This thing can hold up to 45 pounds. This arm is completely modular. All of the connection points are interchangeable, so you can mix and match each part to get the exact configuration you want. Head over to ergodirect.com, fill out their available forms, or click on the live chat to make your setup as comfortable as possible. Once I'm done getting down my extremes, or my squash and stretch drawings, then I add my ups and downs, so the highest position of the jump, and also some other key points. Really no rules here, but after you've done all of those, your motion profile is complete. We're not gonna in between this. The key here is to commit all of these poses to memory. So right now, what I'm doing is I'm going ahead and drawing the entire sequence again from memory without reference. Here and there, I'm gonna peek at my other drawings in case I forget something to help aid my memory. You wanna do this as many times as you can. Anytime you warm up drawing, these are gonna be your warm up drawings. Try to remind yourself, okay, what pose comes first? It's gonna be that crouch, then the flip, kick, crouch again, backflip. This is a great way to practice your animation while you warm up for drawing. After you've committed these poses to memory, you can animate a double backflip whenever you want from imagination. What that allows you to do is add unique perspective and composition to your already pretty exciting animation. We don't want all of our animations to look like still shots of somebody doing an action. Once we add that dynamic camera movement, which can be quite unpredictable, you'll get an animation that looks above and beyond in creativity. Trust me. Memorize your motion profiles and animate from imagination. It's so good to be back. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check out Ergodirect and Human Active Technology in the description below. Not a sponsor. They provide a really good service, so check them out if you can. That's all from me, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.